Let me just take some fall damage. Excuse me, guys. Ow. Hey, yo, I died? What? What? Bro, this game is dark as fuck. Like, who actually plays this normal? Seriously, this game is it's too much, bro. It's just doing too much. Welcome, everyone. Look at how beautiful this loader is. Oh my god, it looks so reddish, actually. Since the background's so black. Like, I can't see the new loader looks a little weird in this color, actually. Didn't notice that. Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Oh, perfect, it's day. Great. So, this is the new script loader. I haven't showcased yet. I'm gonna be changing my old how to get the script videos, like the first video I post in this channel. But this is gonna be the new UI basically for this. So we're just gonna go over a few things. But let me just set up some stuff first. Cause I wanna just voice crack. I wanna just get rid of a few things. Okay. Looks good. I'm gonna force it to day with a custom brightness. So I want it a little brighter. Maybe custom time too, honestly. That looks good. Okay, welcome back everyone to another video. Oh wait, let me change the color too. Sorry, because I was like, when I used the script, I had to change and configure new things for it. But don't worry about it. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to be talking about those changes in a sec, but I just realized I'm going to have to like get like some loot now. So I'm going to have to collect a bunch of scrap. So this showcase might actually take a while. Well, for me, in my real world time, because I have to gather a few points first. Hopefully the flare gun spawns so I can just get the stick and showcase the necessary things to you guys. Let me just edit a few things. So I don't want to see their health. Yup. Stamina. I don't want to see the box. Let's put the stamina on the right side. And let's put their health on the bottom. That looks good. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna enable all these since I want to see every object in this game, including the rake. Okay, and then I'm gonna save these settings. Oops. Save it as main. Create. Save the main settings. Okay, now we begin the video. Sorry. It's also because oh god. It's also because I forgot to actually save my settings. With the new configuration, because I changed how the configuration files basically save. Because I added a new thing for the script where if you just want to auto load your settings, or your configuration basically, it'll basically work. This is actually, I've actually made the script before, but if you remember the last video or the previous rig script video I made, the features were kind of not really that much because I didn't really break the game down that heavily, but now I've added a lot of things you can do. So now I'm going to showcase you starting with the client. You could basically cancel or remove the stun thing from ever happening. Let me just set the cooldown so we collect all the scraps as much as we can. But no malfunction will basically stop stun stick malfunctions. So the developer added like this new thing, which is kind of unnecessary, honestly. I don't know why he's adding these weird things. Like, this game isn't like this game is already like hella unplayable. Like, if you play this game normally, it's like so unnecessarily dark. But basically, he added a new annoying feature where if you use the stick, it has a chance to malfunction, so it like won't work. So this will just remove that ability. It's really annoying anyway. Next is silent stun. This is like a version of silent aim, you could call it, where you could just automatically hit the rake if you're within range. So the range is, I think, is about like 20 to 30 studs, I think. Not too sure on the exact number. But you don't have to actually like land the stun stick and like hit him. You could just hit him from like nearby and it'll hit, and it will actually trigger the hit. Next is stun aura. This is what most Rake scripts have, which is just like an automatic like thing that'll just automatically hit the Rake if you just hold out your stun stick. So this is a similar variant. I think mine is, I don't know if it's the same as theirs or anyone else's, but sometimes mine tends to double hit the Rake. It could be a benefit, it could be a downside, because I'll get into that in a second why it's a downside, but it could be bad. But hoping it's not like an issue, or it could cause an issue. Next is instant crate. This will automatically loot the crates in the game. Oh well, no, sorry, my bad. Instant crate will automatically just open the crate. So if the crate lands, which is the flare gun drop, basically the airdrop, if it lands, you instantly open it and you don't have to wait, because without this you have to like open it, which takes like, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds or something, but it's faster if other players are there. So yeah, this would just automatically opens it up. Next is no downed. So if you get downed by the Rake, you can still move, basically. That's as simple as it is. Unfortunately, this doesn't work as efficiently, because there are situations where when you do get downed, you are unable to move still and you'll kind of glitch. So this will only be beneficial if you get downed, not like if you die, basically. So what I'm saying is, if you're alone and the Rake like kills you, there's no downed state that happens to you. You just die. So someone has to be near you for you to get downed and move in the first place. So if no one's near, then this is pretty much like useless. Next is no effects. This is kind of hard to explain and describe, because there's a lot of effects in this game, like some like subtle effects, you could say. Like, let's say the heartbeat sound effect. If the Rake is near, there's like a heartbeat sound effect, or the animations that play for the Rake when like, but as you see, when I walk towards the Rake, like literally nothing happened. like nothing. That's because of no jump scare and no effects. So I disabled both of them. So, I mean, I enabled both of them to disable every effect that happens with the Rake, so it doesn't happen to me. Oh, perfect. Picked up the flare. So I'm gonna use that, and hopefully the stun stick comes out, so I can show you how loot crate works too. This function right here. So I want to explain them one by one, but if it ever happens, I'll just show you. You can just watch it back. But basically what loot crate does is it will automatically loot the crate for the best item that it has. So it won't take items that have obviously been already taken, and will automatically just take the best item based on the price. So the more expensive an item is, the more likely it is to be higher valued, in a sense. So stun stick currently is the highest value one. Right now, yep, I just went there and what the freak? Okay, maybe that's a bug actually. What the heck? It says there's a stun stick there. Is this true? Is this true? No way, but no way there's a stun stick. How did I get a vest? Okay, I'll fix that. It might be an issue with how the items load. We might have to wait until the items load, because I think I'm taking it way too fast. Or maybe there's just no... Fuck! If there's a stick in... I think there's actually a stick in there, and I think I coded it too fast, where it just... The items in the crate don't load. And it loads like too late, so I take the vest instead, and the stun stick doesn't get to load. Fuck! That's annoying. I added a information section here on killing the Rake. You can actually kill the Rake still, despite the new updates that this game has. So basically, there's a new thing, a new feature with the Rake, where if you hit him constantly and too much, he gets enraged and he basically, like, he can't be killed. He'll just regen, like, I think it's 25% of his health back, which is really annoying, because he has 400 health, and it's not gonna be good enough, basically, to kill him. Well, I'll get into some theories as to how that even triggers, but I'll do that when we actually start the killing. So right now we're just gonna farm up and like wait until this night ends. Nearby alert. Oh yeah, effects. Sorry, I got sidetracked so hard. Effects is... So it'll just remove every effect, probably. It's hard for me to explain because there's a lot of effects in this game, but just know it's every known effect possible there is. Yeah, I remove it. And the no jump scare thing. So, if you don't know, like... The Rake basically, well, just watch my old showcase. It basically acts the same where if you walk into the Rake and it turns your camera and stuff, which is really annoying. And then if you die, it plays a jump scare at the end. So this just removes all of that. Nearby alert puts that beeping sound like I did in my old script, which I thought was useful. So I thought I'd still add it, which is it'll notify you how close the Rake is. To you. Next is infinite vitamins and infinite stamina. So these two are basically somewhat similar, but they operate a different... They basically do the same thing, but one does another method. So in this game, there's a simple way you could just get infinite stamina, which is just using vitamins. So if you turn this on, your bar will basically show... Hello? Hang on. Let me lose some stamina. What? Is that a bug? Are you kidding me? Hello? Okay, that might be a bug. Son of a... Okay, I don't know why that's not working. Either, I'll check on that later, I guess. But, there's basically a way where you could just use vitamins to get infinite stamina. And turning this on should make your bar blue and give you infinite stamina. I don't know why it's not working right now, but I'll fix that. There's like 3 known bugs in the script right now that I'm just too lazy to fix, honestly. Well, even this one, but honestly, I'm not sure why that happens. My best guess right now is because the items like in the crate are just spawning way too slowly, and there's only like a handful that spawn. So I have to basically... Oh my god. I basically have to like get the items to load before I grab something. So if I add that check, I think it'll work fine again. And yeah, I have to fix infinite vitamins. I don't know why that's not working. That should work, but all right. Anyway, if you don't want to use infinite stamina, which is slightly, I wouldn't say this one is risky, honestly. I would say infinite vitamins is still risky because this game could technically add checks and detections to see how long your vitamins are lasting. And if it lasts like way too long, you could most likely be cheating. So yeah, I'd say it's probably dangerous. Use this, but if you want to use this, it's there if you want to. But there is this icon, a risk icon, to show you what is possible, what I think could be risky to use, basically. But this one, next to slope walk, this will just make you walk at any slope it's rarely used, but I thought I'd add it anyway in case this game updates their map or whatever, and there's like a hill you can't climb. You'll be able to climb it now. So next is no fall damage. This one will basically set your fall damage. So if you just walk here, if I just jump, I don't take fall damage. And if I turn it off, I'll take fall damage. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to get low. But I mean, I guess I'll show you. But I added effects too, custom effects, where if nothing like messes with your stamina, basically. Hang on, I have to remove this. Turn off no fall, so we take fall damage. Oh, I didn't take fall damage. I think it's because of no downed, actually. Because this also disables any downed possible that happens to you. Yeah, I might have to fix that. Some of these like are kind of interfering. It's kind of hard to explain why they interfere, but basically they're all being connected through the same module, which is really annoying. Yeah, I think I have to add state checks again to like separate them, because sometimes I guess you do want to take fall damage. I'm pretty sure it is because of the no down though, most likely, and no effects too. Let me just take some fall damage. Excuse me, guys. Ow! Hey yo, I died? What? What? Okay, let me test if it's actually because of no effects. Let me turn on no effects now to see if the no fall damage is the trigger. Just climb, and then fall. What the? What? What happened to me? I think it's because I teleported to get the scrap, and then I came back here. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I think it's because of the no down. So if you have no down on, no fall damage will not work. So yeah, just make sure you. Oh god, just make sure you. If you want to take fall damage, don't enable no down, because this also affects each other. They basically work the same way, is why that happens. But yeah, next is anti-trap. This will prevent traps that happen to you. So if you step on a trap, nothing happens. You'll be chilling. Next is walk speed. If you don't want to sprint, you could just change your walk speed from here, so you don't have to hold your sprint. Yeah, reset your walk speed back and your jump cooldown. So there's a cooldown for jumps too. You could change it to legit 0 and just spam jump if you want to. Jump drain points. This determines how many points you want the stamina to drain, because you drain stamina if you jump as well. It's up to you. And sprint settings. So if you want custom, like if you don't want infinite stamina and you want just like custom sprint settings, you can change them here. You can set how much the sprint drains, how much it regens, how fast it is, and your max sprint capacity, I guess. So yeah, it's there if you want to change those settings. I thought I'd add those anyway. They're just configurations you could change. And some of these are the way like people make infinite stamina. So you can set your drain to 0 and you will have infinite stamina because you're not using any. Or they just max the sprint max. But yeah, these are the ways they do it. And you could have custom settings for your sprint. Next is risky. This option, this section right here is called risky because some of these sections could technically get detected. So just a bit of a warning, but they are the most OP, I'd say, things in the script that you can use. So I added ways. So basically how like exploiters now like just get stuff is using ESPs, and they just go to the scraps, they walk manually because there's a distance, a speed check and a teleport check that this game has. But I'm still teleporting, as you can see, like just fine. But the thing is, you can teleport in this game. The only thing you can't do is like a caveat basically to that. I don't know why I keep grabbing these. But that crate didn't have the stun stick, so... Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention with the ESP, you can also see what items people have. So this guy, Mojang, with the 1200 survivals, has the stun stick and... Oh, he died, bruh. Well, he did have the stun stick and the UV light. So you can see what items players have, which I wanted to update my universal ESP, because I'm going to be using this to fit multiple games that I make scripts for. Eventually... I could use it for multiple things. So you could see in other games what guns people have, what items. I think it's just useful to have something universal that I could just plop here and then plop there. Okay, sorry for the sidetrack. My bad, guys. But back to the risky. So this game does have teleport checks, but you can teleport once. And that teleport, they'll just like send you back to your previous location. So this is taking advantage of that, basically. The reason why this could get detected is because technically it triggers the system teleport. As you can see, like in the bottom right corner, I'm like getting like movement bug messages, which is the server saying, I teleported, sending the player back. But if you do it too much, this game kills you instead of like kicks you or whatever. But I'm not sure what this developer has for other, you know, methods of his detections. But let's say you do teleport back, he could technically add things like just a log, I guess, or flag you if you do this. So far I've been fine. I've not been banned. I don't know if he's using it as a method to detect exploiters, because you could technically get banned doing this. But it's all risky here. But these are the most like very useful ones. Technically, if you don't want to get caught, just use the ones like Get Flare and Loot Crate. Those are the usual only important ones. And then you could just teleport to, or I mean teleport, you could just walk to the scraps and the radio to get them manually. So you only teleport like every 5 minutes. I'm not sure how long the flare gun actually spawns. But yeah, You could set a TP cooldown as well if you don't want the teleport to be too frequent, but I found 10 seconds to be like the absolute limit before the game starts killing you because of the detection teleports. Next is sell. So you could use the teleport to automatically sell items and buy items if it's a day. So you could just use that if you want to buy and sell. Sometimes I'm just too lazy to buy the trap again, and I just select buy. I buy only the trap right here. So I select the trap and then I just buy, and then I wait, and then I can afford it, and then I buy it. Next, so that's the risky section. Again, they're really useful. It's just that it's like a use at your own risk type shit, since I'm not really sure what other detection methods are like present apart from the resetting of your character. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Next, oh yeah, I forgot. I have a radar. I want to use the radar. Let me just increase the radar size. I forgot I have a custom radar that I made also. But I'm gonna explain this later. I just want to see it right now. Because I think it's pretty useful. That's why I added it. Okay. We can afford the stick. So I'm gonna buy the stick. I'm gonna actually need all of these, unfortunately. So there's like a few. You're gonna need like 3 things to kill the Rake. You're gonna need the stun stick, the UV, and the trap to kill him in less than 40 seconds. Some people constantly speed run, like getting lower like times. I think the lowest I've seen was like 25 seconds. But like, yeah, on average you could technically kill it less than 40 seconds, but this is just my method. And I usually average around 40 seconds when I kill the Rake. Starting from the moment you can actually hit him. So I think you can hit him at like, yeah, 750 is the time you can hit him. So before, I mean after 750, you can't hit him. So you have to hit him like before this time. It's a little annoying that you need these 3 things, but eventually, once you get them, killing the Rake will just be easy. Like really, really easy. So unfortunately, I wanna showcase to you guys too how to kill the Rake, since, and this could be useful for you just to know, like as a normal player, how to easily beat him. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how. But with that out of the way, we're gonna review camera next. This is just custom camera settings, since I don't really like the first person. I don't know why I didn't add that in my last script, but now it's here in this script. You can see yourself from the 3rd person. You could shift lock because this developer like removed it. Like it's not here as a setting because I think the developer just blocked it. But if you don't use shift lock, you could just like move your camera normal like this. But I prefer the shift lock. No bobbing, disables any bobbing that happens to your camera. I'm not sure because I haven't really seen this like in action that much. But I'm pretty sure like there's some bobbing effects that happen, but this just completely disables it. I just found it through their own script, so they do apply bobbing to your camera, but this just removes it entirely. Makes your camera less shaky. And field of view, set your field of view to however you want, but I prefer a wide field of view since I have an ultra wide monitor, as you guys can see from the recording. The recording's so wide. Next is switches. This will automatically switch certain building positions. So hang on right now, let's see, because I can't showcase this unless someone comes, but hang on, I'll try. But basically sometimes in this game there are players that like won't open the door for you, even an observation tower. So this will, like, if you press G, it'll automatically open or close the door, like if you're near. So there you go. It just allows you to access the door whenever you want to, despite players blocking it if they ever do. Just for you to access the doors without having to actually be there to set them. Next is security cameras. This will flip through cameras using M and N. But I'm in 3rd person, so this looks weird. So I'm just seeing the camera. Yeah. It's just, I think there's a camera thing that's still in this game. I'm not sure if it actually still is in this game, now that I think about it. But there's like a way to see cameras. Yeah. And then safe house door. I honestly, I set this door switch to my mouse button 3, which is pretty useful since I could just toggle the door with my mouse button. Like, so if someone like locks this door, can you lock it? There you go. This guy locks it, so I could just open it from here. There you go. This guy's talking. Unfortunately, I can't hear him. But yeah, you can just open and close the door using these switches. Even the lights, if you want to. It's up to you. And even the switches for light and radar for the observation tower. Yep, that's it for the script. For the main section at least. Next is the visual section. So there's a lot of like ESP stuff that I had to add, but I think they're all useful to keep. So starting with night vision, you could set night vision if you want to, but there's like a bug I have to fix too with this where the I don't know how to describe this, the exposure of the night vision, it just like disappears for some reason and leaves the color of the night vision. You can also set the color if you want to whatever color you want. Yeah, I'll fix the exposure night vision thing. It's also an issue with my Anaphobia one because they're both using the same night vision module I'm basically using. But yeah, I'll just fix that in the next update. Next is radar. This is a custom radar that I built for also Anaphobia, but I've updated the radar to make it look better with like a few key changes. So in my old radar in Anaphobia, if you haven't seen that, me review that script, go through my past videos so you can see the old radar. But basically, they used to be just dots and no arrows, and there was no like splitting of the compass, so no plus lines like these. So yeah, I just added that now so you could see, I guess, north and south easier, I guess, of which direction you're facing. You can also change the size or show the rake, or only show the rake if you want to and don't want to show the players. But I like seeing them too, seeing what direction they're facing. Next is bro stuck again? Hang on, let me look at this. I also want to see, yeah, the rake is actually stuck. Bruh. Anyways, this can also change the radar size like this, as you can see, and the radar range. Oh, perfect. Radar. I mean the flare gun. Next is icons. You can also set the size of the icons. If you think they're too big or too small, you can change them to your liking. Because sometimes, depending on screen ratios, this might be a useful feature to have. Sometimes maybe the radar is too big or too small, so it's customizable for you. Next is lighting options. So in my old one, I had a specific keybind where you could just swap cycles for the day and night. I don't know why this isn't working correctly. Oh, it's because of the custom brightness. My bad. And the custom time. So you could swap day and night cycles just like this. It's better to just use force day or force night. And force day will take priority over night. So if you want to do force night, don't enable force day. So before in my old script, I couldn't find a way to basically prevent the lighting system from interfering with each other, which is a problem. So I just created a bind for it, where you could swap between day and night cycles. But now I figured out how to do it. I just had to, well, I'm not gonna explain that actually, that's too long. But basically I just did some looking and I found the lighting settings, or how the game handles the lighting section. So now it won't interfere. So there's no flashing lights anymore and no interruptions. If you force the day, it literally forces the day. Like you never see the night happen, or the night turning animation, because it turns night and it turns day and you don't see those animations anymore. So yeah, but unfortunately this won't work for the blood hour. It'll stay day for sure. It just won't remove the color of the blood hour. And I think it's better you know anyway when blood hour is happening. Next is remove fog. So sometimes I turn this on, but it just looks kind of weird, you know? Like if I'm playing the game and I'm like looking around, it looks kind of weird, you know? Like, I don't know. To me personally, I kind of like the fog. But if you don't, if you don't like the fog, you could like remove it and just see this game as it is, and just bare. You know what I mean? Also, if you want to just go in first person, you could just just zoom in. But I prefer the fog, honestly. I like the look. Next is player ESPs. Okay, but I'm not really gonna go over the ESP too much, apart from the custom settings I added for the Rake. So you can basically see what items players have. So this guy right now, he has the UV lamp. I can tell what items he has, and you can set what items you want to see actually players hold. So you can set if they have a vest, if they have the Rake trap or the monitor. It's up to you, because this can like get spammy. Like this can like start looking like way too much. Sell the scrap and the drink. Okay, I'm close. I just need enough for the trap, which is 250, and then we can start. So I have to do one more night. Unfortunately. Yeah, you could like set what items to show and what not to show. I personally only keep UV lamp and Rake trap, or the ones that could kill the Rake, basically, because some of these are like useless. You don't need to know if people have the watch or the compass. Oh yeah, and the flare gun. Keep the flare gun option, so you can see if they're holding the flare gun. That's it. Usually what I keep. You can disable and enable them if you don't want them, but I think they're really useful to have, so you should enable them. Next is health, and you can remove the color of the health bar if you don't like it, and set the position of the health bar. Personally, I like this bottom right look with the health and stuff, and the health width. So if you want the health to look a little bit thicker, you can change it, but I think that's 3 is a good position, and I think that's fine. Maybe like 5. Yeah, 5 for both, honestly, is okay too. Next is stamina ESP. This is actually really important, and I'm actually impressed I could add this, because this game doesn't technically have a way for you to see other players' stamina. It's all client-sided, so the stamina is purely handled through the client, and you can technically visualize other players' stamina based on their movement. So I added a way to basically extract the stamina calculations for this game. The way it subtracts your stamina by default, I applied it to other players, so you could basically see how much stamina they're losing. So the exact calculations for how stamina is removed from your stamina bar, I applied it to other players, so you can basically see who's cheating. Technically. So the most common cheat or exploiters you'll see in the Rake is people with infinite stamina, and you can immediately tell who has infinite stamina and who doesn't with this script, because you could just see how much stamina they're draining, and if they're still sprinting when they don't have stamina, well, then they're cheating. they're still sprinting despite, you know, having like 0 stamina. They're most likely cheating. So I'm gonna pull the Rake really quick to just like bring the Rake to make these guys run, since I want him to like chase us. Okay, I'm gonna lock him in. You can also troll with this and just kill people by locking the door. But yeah, you can see this guy's stamina bar drain. I'm gonna pull him really quick, so he goes to this guy. But this is a little risky to do because you do teleport. And you could just die. So I'm gonna pull back him to him. You can see his stamina drain, and we're gonna pay attention to when he stops running. So right now, there you go. He stops sprinting. You see? So we can actually see. Yeah, and I'm gonna enable skeleton so you can see. You can see he's like, what the hell? Oh, he drank the vitamins. So he has sprint again. But yeah, you can basically see like if they have sprint. See what I mean? And it's really useful to like just see who's playing fair and who's not playing fair. And you can also get people killed this way. So if you watch player stamina, you could basically just bring the Rake to them. Eventually they'll run out of sprint and they'll just die, unable to outrun the Rake. But yep, you can just see how much stamina other players have, which is pretty cool. I think it's a cool feature to have. And I don't know why it just came up now, because If I came up with this like back then, I would have definitely added something like this. But yep, you can see that. Next is boxes. You can enable boxes for the ESP. I prefer having the box too, actually. It looks nice. But you can remove it if you don't want to. It's just custom ESP stuff. Next is object ESP. This is including the rake. I count them as an object. Basically, the rake has some ways. Is this guy? Oh no! Don't heal me! Don't heal me! But basically, the rake has its own ESP apart from the other objects in this game, apart like traps, supply crates, scrap spawns, and flare guns. It was kind of lazy too for me to add, since I just didn't want to add like drop down sections for you to change them. So you can't change like the way the health bar is placed for the rake. Eventually I'll add it if you guys request it, but because there's something bigger that I'm working on, which I will explain at the end of this video. It's a little complicated and very, I guess, intricate, but I will explain it at the end because it's just too much now. But I mean, I'm close to the end of the video, but we have to kill the rake first. So when we kill the rake, that's when I'll explain it. But yeah, you could just, these are the settings to the ESP objects that you want to see in the game for scraps and stuff. But that's it for this. And then script tips on killing the rake. I'll be adding these new features soon and fixing the issues with the other ones. Oh yeah, and disable pop-ups too. I forgot to explain. This will disable the pop-ups in the game, because there's like annoying pop-ups in this game, like that tell you to join the group, or that tell you to, I think, like the game or favorite the game. I can't remember, but like, yeah, just annoying pop-ups. Right now this doesn't work properly. I haven't actually implemented it yet, but in the next update I will. So this will work and just hide the pop-ups if you don't even want to join the group. But I think they stop showing up anyway if you do join the group, so it's up to you if you want to disable them. But personally, they're annoying. I don't know why that's like a new thing. I don't know if that's like, it's something you can implement as a developer, or it's just basically forced onto you by Roblox. So I'm not sure, because I see that constantly actually in like games that I play now. I'm not sure why, but yeah, that's annoying. But yep, that's it for this script. Oh, flare gun, please be the... Actually, no. Oh yeah, the vest. So I can sell it and get the trap, since you need a trap to kill him. Okay, at this point of the video, I'm just gonna be playing the game now. Oh, he glitched it. Nice, bro, nice. Bro, we have like... Oh my god, we have like 2 more minutes. Okay, big, it's a vest. Okay, big. I could sell this, and then we can get the trap, and then we'll kill him in the next night. Big. I also need to set up the power, but I think the power will reset perfectly, because I think daytime lasts 2 minutes and this night lasts 2 minutes, 4 minutes, so we'll have enough time to kill the rake. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the stats part. Oh yeah, I forgot. So so this will show how much power drain, and this will show how much power left. In my old script I just added a percentage, but I think it's better for you to visualize how much actual minutes you have left for power. I don't actually know if the power drain affects the power level, guys, if I'm gonna be honest. So I think you could just like max out all the lights and you'll be okay. Like I don't think it really matters. You could just use as much power as you want, since technically the power always stays the same. It's not really different. In this, you can see how much night is left. You can see how many survivors are still like alive. This will show like who hasn't died yet, basically. So if you want to kill people, you can target the people that are still surviving in the game. Next is last scream. I wanted to add these things for the rake, but I don't know how useful this information is, because this is just information that is just binded to the rake. So if you want to see it, it's here for you. So you could see when the rake last screamed. You can see when the last time the rake actually hit. And you can see the status of the rake, which I did in my old script. And you can see who he's targeting, which is useful to know. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with my voice too. I think I have a sore throat or something. I don't know. Apart from the day. Come on. Shop. Sell all these items. Actually, maybe I don't even need to sell the vest. You can just keep it, actually. I think I'll keep it then. Then I'll buy the toolbox. Big! We have everything we need to kill the rake now. He is ready to be killed. We're gonna kill the Rake. Perfect. But yeah, we're ready. So what you need to kill the Rake is 3 things. Technically, there's only 2 things you need to kill him, which is the stun stick and the UV. But it's much faster to kill the Rake. Like, this is what actually gives you that sub-minute kill, is the trap itself. So if you don't have the trap, it's actually really bad. And you need the trap to kill him instantly. If you don't, then he won't die as fast. But you could still kill him. You're just gonna have to UV him constantly. So yeah, you're gonna need the trap. The problem is because when the Rake gets below, I think when he gets below like 60, he can no longer be hit by damage. He blocks every stun stick attack, which is why you just have to UV him constantly. And eventually, like, you have to UV him like 4 times or 5 times, and then he dies. But the problem is your UV has to recharge, so you have to constantly like wait for it to recharge and then point it at him, recharge, point. It's like really annoying. So the trap will basically get him to like 0 if he's below 60, basically. So the trap is a good one-shot for the Rake. I'm just gonna wait for the power to go out. Then we're gonna repair it. I'm gonna repair it when it's night. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you teleport, if you have the teleport stuff on, you might like reset it. So, but I'm resetting it on purpose. But I guess it doesn't really matter since I think it's like 16 minutes. You can also see who's repairing the power too, by the way, I forgot. So 16 minutes and 40 seconds is how much time you get. Okay, so now we're gonna kill the Rake, boys. I'm gonna show you what to do. First, settings you need to apply. Stun aura and walk speed of 32. Because you don't want to hold sprint. I'm too lazy. And stun aura and the walk speed thing is all you need. This is what we're gonna do. Right after he comes out, you're gonna wait until it says 750 right here. You're gonna wait until 750. Actually, I'm gonna place the trap now too. Or I could show you guys a trick actually, but I'm gonna just put this trap here. It's also good to just place the trap right away, but you don't have to place it if you're cheating. You can also just place the trap, but this is just to kill him as fast as possible. So now he's below 750. He's going all the way over there. Very annoying. So we're gonna hit him. Just like this. You're gonna keep hitting him until he gets low to there, until 250. Don't hit him any more than 250. If he gets to 250, just beam him. He might do that glitch where he does that shit. Just use half of your UV, then hit him again until he gets to 160, and then UV him again, just like this. Keep UVing him, and don't let your UV drain completely. Just let it drain. Walk towards your trap. Where's my trap? And then hit him again. Now hit him as much as you can until he gets low enough. There we go, to 75. Just like that. I think he can be hit once more. There you go. And then make him walk. Oh my god, no, I glitched him. My bad. I hit him too much. My bad, guys. My bad. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. You have to hit him at like I forget, until he gets to 80 health, or 60 HP. But now, since he's back at 250, we have to chill. Beam him for half. And then hit him 3. Okay. And then just pull back. Beam him again. Beam him. Wait like a little bit. And then get him low to as low as you can. There you go. To 75 and just pull him to the trap. Pull him here, step on it, and just beam him, then he dies. That's it. It was my bad guys, for fucking and raging him. But yeah, that's what happens if you hit him too much. You don't want to hit him too much. But just look at here how to do it. I wrote the full guide, so you'll have to watch. But yeah, that didn't take too long to kill him if I didn't enrage him. If he died right there, then it would be instant. So hit him at 750. Hit him 5 times until he gets to 250. Use half your UV light. Stun him 3 times until 125. UV him until 10% of the bar is left. And then hit him for the remaining until he's at 60 HP. And then just lead him into the trap. That's it. Next I'm going to show you guys how to use the buy items. Since I always just get the... See? I didn't have to walk all the way there. I always just buy the trap. But yeah, that's what you have to do. And that's it. You can just kill the Rake. So we're gonna try one last time to kill him, since we're all pretty much set. So you just need these items. And if you don't wanna, if you wanna just kill him, like you could just UV him. You need the trap to like make it instant. It's like really important, honestly, because it can get really annoying having to go back and forth and stuff. I'm gonna kill him one more time, and then I'll explain the thing I'm working on that I eventually will add into this game. Or I mean the script for the Rake, since I think it would be very cool. And really important, honestly, if you like farming in this game, which I personally wouldn't do, but I'll explain later. Okay, here we go. Look, I'm sleepy. Alright, let's kill this boy. We're gonna try that again. We're gonna wait 750. Oh, flare gun spawn. We're gonna wait 750. Come on. Come on. 50. We're actually gonna walk near the Rake so we pull him. Oh right, I forgot to set the trap. Let's set it right here. Oh yes, always set it in bushes, guys. No. It's showing, it's showing. No. It's showing, no. What the fuck? Give me that. Give me. Give me before he sees. Oh my god, I'm wasting precious time. I'm wasting precious time. It's already 750. It's already passed. Let's kill him. Okay. Hit him until 250. We can watch his health bar so you know how much to really hit him. Okay. That's it. And then... What the fuck? No. Don't chase him. Chase me. Chase me. What the fuck is wrong with you, buddy? Get out of here. After you ray him, hit him till... Was it 160? My bad, guys. I think it was 120. You're supposed to hit him. Or maybe it is 160, actually. We're on good time. We're on good time. One more. Okay, big. Yes. We did it. No, I raised him. Oh my fucking god. No, it was 125. I'm surprised that he still got enraged. My bad, guys. Get him to one more. We can hit him one more. There you go. Okay, and then we're gonna beam him. Gonna beam him just like that. Back. Wait a bit. So he's walking. And then hit him for the rest. Lead him into the trap. What the frack? There we go. And then beam him. And then he dies. Why can't I do it right? I usually do it like pretty fast. My bad, guys. If you do it right, you could kill him pretty fast. Okay, sub 40, I swear. I swear. Like really fast. It's almost like, you know, it never happened. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the special thing I plan to add, which is called autoplay, an auto farm for the Rake. Now, it's kind of hard for me to implement this at the moment since I'm currently working on something really, really big that could pretty much change the game for auto farming. So basically, for auto farms right now, how they currently work, they're usually not as good is because they're really suspicious and very obvious that you're cheating. And if you haven't watched my last video on the word bomb script, I actually added a new feature where I would automatically type like a human. And the way I did that was copying other players, the way they type. And it's like, it basically created a data set on how to type like a human. So I didn't have to mess with variables anymore. I'm using humans as the data set. Now, onto this. And by the way, it's passed the Turing test. No one can tell I'm a robot. No one can tell it's a script. Like beating them at a word game. They think it's a human because it types like them. It learns like them. It types like them. So now what I'm planning is creating an AI Pathfinder that automatically plays like a normal player. The thing is, games currently, I don't know if you guys have noticed or if it's just me, but there is a new issue with Roblox with shooting games. So currently, some shooting games that you play, they will have bots in them. And sometimes they're very good, sometimes they're very bad, sometimes they're very obvious, sometimes they're not. And I don't know how those bots are trained, because they do look like real players. Like they have the avatar, they have the fucking rank, they have the name, but they don't seem like real players sometimes because I don't know. I mean, I think I'm like above average when it comes to shooting games, but like when I'm going into the game, I can tell that these are bots. Like I'm good, but not this good, you know what I mean? So it's like really obvious. But it seems like a giant issue with players right now. And currently I'm doing like a lot of research on like how even to create something like that could pass movement Turing tests. So it's really difficult for me to implement because I just don't know the right direction I should. Currently, if you want to know, I'm experimenting with tangential vector forces, which basically, to explain, I'm using this formula as a method to pathfind. So there's like a way. So if you look it up, it basically just means like I'm basically trying to move the way atoms move, or the way your blood cells move through like your capillaries. You know what I mean? They're just like, they're flowing, you know what I mean? They flow to a certain direction, almost like they're being forced in a tangential way. It's hard to explain, but right now that Pathfinder method that I'm using for tangential forces and spline curves, it's accurate. It looks good, but it doesn't look realistic in the sense that the movement isn't the way a player would naturally move. So basically humans have these weird, I don't know how to explain it, like chaotic randomness to their movements, which even applying chaotic randomness isn't enough to simulate human movement. Same with implementing typing. It's not possible to create that sort of formula. Like there's no formula that exists for it. And the reason why is because randomness to us doesn't seem random. Like since we're basically meant to recognize patterns as like our brains, the way they work, we can immediately tell when something has a pattern or when something is just like not random. For example, your Spotify playlist actually does this. Like true randomness, if you're like your Spotify shuffle random, like if you turn the shuffle on, they're not actually using a random algorithm to do it. They're actually using what is known as, invented by this guy called Fisher-Yates, which is basically a method of shuffling that seems random to us, because true randomness doesn't seem random enough, if that makes any sense. Like for example, there's no chance where if you shuffle a song, the same song could play again and then again. You know what I mean? But that doesn't happen with the Fisher-Yates shuffle. It literally shuffles itself in a way that goes through the entire list of your songs. So that's just one of the algorithms that exist as randomness to us. That isn't random. That's not random, by the way. Like that is a predictable algorithm you can use. It's a formula, so you can reverse it. But this randomness to us is just not possible to create. So the only way, I think, and currently the only way to do so right now is through, well, what people are using, like for example through robotics. The way they do their movements is literally data training them and like reinforce learning, the same way we train our AIs. But AI, again, doesn't seem that human yet. It's not that good. Eventually I think it'll get to it, but well, I don't even know if that's true, but I'm hoping for the best because I think the data set gets very clunky and muddied. So you have to cherry pick the right data sets technically, since I can't like super sample a giant player base, because some of those movements are just not like, they don't even look human. They'll seem robotic too. So it's hard for me to implement an actual pathfinder that seems human. But eventually, I swear to God, I'll crack it. And the moment I do, right now, it'll seem like I'm like playing automatically. Right now, it looks like, right now I'm playing the game, right? But in the future, I plan to update this game and all the other games that I come up with, mostly simulator games that require auto farm movements to seem human. I will implement them into the same logic, creating a universal pathfinder script that I could just use for all my scripts to auto farm. So they'll seem human. It's in the works currently, but it's really complicated to add. So like this problem that I'm tackling is like problems that are fucking billion-dollar companies are trying to solve right now, which is really difficult. But mine is kind of hyper-focused purely on Roblox, at least, so it's not too difficult, since all I have to deal with is walk speed, direction, jump, idling, attacks, and interactions with objects. So the variables are not that as complicated as what other people are currently facing, such as robotics or whatever other game development is requiring such proficient Turing tests for movement. So not really, but eventually I think in the future it'll happen. But if you guys know, anyone watching this video, know an easier way to, if someone's already done it, you know, like how to make human-like movement, well, especially in Roblox or any human movement like at all in a game sense, please let me know. I'm just gonna like just fork off of their knowledge and their code. It would save me a lot of time, but it's been quite difficult for me to solve this problem, but eventually I will. Eventually. And eventually my script will come up with a new way to auto farm directly. So right now my script currently has to launch a UI, and you could technically put this in your auto executor, in your auto execution folder to just run automatically. But the problem is it's not as efficient. And when I'm creating auto farms, if you've seen my previous scripts before I returned, my auto farms were really good. And that's because I don't just focus on making the process automatic. I focus on making the process efficient. So right now, if we look at the leaderboard, this top guy, I don't even know if he's cheating or not, but like this top guy has 41,000 survivals, right? And if you look at his hours played, he's played about 3,300 hours of this game, which is fucking crazy. Basically, I've done the math and he's basically getting one survival every 5 minutes, like estimatedly around that from his total time. So he's getting 5 minutes. He's getting a win every 5 minutes, basically. And technically, you can kill the Rake in less than a minute. So you don't even have to wait like 5 minutes to kill him. You can kill him like in 1 minute. It'll just be like in a snap. And the way to do that is to obviously bypass the, well, first you need the items, first of all. So you're gonna need to make an auto player to farm the items that you need. Automatically that collects scraps, automatically that sells, buys the items to get the items to auto kill the Rake. And then you're gonna need to make an auto, well, something that automatically rejoins another server, basically, to see if the Rake is alive in that game. And if it's day, go next. If it's not, etc. But basically you could make an auto farm that pretty much just kills the Rake every 2 minutes. or less. Maybe even every like minute and a half max. That auto farm is pretty much possible, and it's what I have planned to make if you really want to farm the leaderboard like really fast. You could farm twice as fast. So, and it wouldn't even take that long. Like compared to that guy, which took him double, if not triple actually. You could literally farm pretty fast if you wanted to. It's possible, but I have to solve the movement problem first before I even get started on the auto farm process. So that's the current hurdle I'm working on, or my current project that I'm working on. Hopefully that I fix. By the time, maybe in like less than a month, I hope to have this problem solved. Stay tuned in the Discord server when I'll be posting updates about it. But yeah, that's what I have planned. And this auto farm, I also plan to support for multiple scripts that I add in the future, where the auto farmness will not load the script anymore because it takes like a minute to load the script. It will just automatically load without the UI and just auto farm automatically without the UI. So you could just watch it auto farm and log its progress, etc., and see what it's doing. But yeah, that's what I have planned for the future and planned for my future scripts and the script currently. But right now it's pretty good, I'd say, if you just want to play the Rake. The stamina bar, teleporting to items before hackers, so you always get the items first. Complete access to your character. You could change everything you need, and access to buildings, and on top of seeing what items players have. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and this is my fully fleshed out, maxed out Rake script.